guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a fall look, first fall look of the year, and we're going to be using nothing but drugstore products to create them because I had a request to use my favorite drugstore products and to create a fall look. So mashing them together, and we're going to go ahead and do a fall look using drugstore products. So I think it's going to turn out great. Some of these products are new and I'm kind of testing them out because I didn't have too many like drugstore eyeshadow palettes and things like that, so I wanted to grab some and I picked a couple up from Walmart and I think they're going to turn out really, really good. So let's just get into it. And before we get into it, while I have you here and paying attention, if you want to go ahead and follow me on Instagram, that's where you'll find me pretty much every single day, where kind of keep up with everything there on stories, posts, whatever, and then, my blog and whatnot. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, my username is @itsalejandra and I will see you guys there if you follow me. Remember to hit like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you are notified every single time that there is a new video. And without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so for my base, I'm going to be using the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer by Colourpop. I consider this drugstore because of how affordable everything is from there. I know you can't always get it like at CVS, Walmart, whatever, but I consider it drugstore. And this is more of a tinted moisturizer versus like my e.l.f. or other foundations that I have from the drugstore that are a little bit more full coverage. I don't want that, so I'm going to be using this one. What do we think about the lighting right now? I feel like, you'll get more of a true representation of the colors. So hopefully it looks good and whatnot. We'll see. I'm not too sure. But I'm going to go ahead and put that all over my face. It's so crazy that it's about to be, fall, considering the year we've had. And I feel like, the past few months, well, pretty much all of 2020 after February have just kind of flown by because of COVID and whatnot. And I feel like we're just kind of starting 2020 over. But yeah, fall is about to be here and I'm so ready for it. We live in Florida and it's hot. It's so hot. It's unbearable. Like July and August are the worst months out of the year, I think, in my opinion, because it's so humid. It's so hot. You go outside for a minute and you start sweating. It's ridiculous. So I'm ready for the fall weather. I always love colder temperatures, which is funny since I live in Florida, but I don't like freezing temperatures. I like cool. I like enough to where I can wear a sweater, but not like blizzards and all that good stuff. Nothing below like 40 degrees, I think, is good for me. Now that we have that nice base on, I'm gonna go in with concealer, and I have two. So I have the Hydrating Camo Concealer from e.l.f. It's a satin finish, and that's in the shade Medium Sand. And then I have the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Longwear Concealer, Crease Proof with Niacinamide Infinite Coverage in the shade C5. So I'm gonna go with the e.l.f. one for right now, just to see how that one looks. And then if I need it, because this one looks, the Makeup Revolution one looks a little bit brighter. And I lied. I need contour. Okay, so I ended up using a Fenty Beauty Cream Contour just because I don't really have any drugstore products that are for contouring and things like that. So pretend it is. Or give me some suggestions of contour bronzer products that are cream or anything like that that you like to use. From the drugstore, obviously. But we're gonna move on to the concealer, like I said. So I'm just taking that e.l.f. concealer wherever I need, some concealing. Just a little bit on my forehead because I don't need that much there. I have a big one, so. Then I'm just blending it out using my Sonia Kashuk Beauty Sponge. It's my favorite all-time sponge, and you can get it at Target or wherever, they have Sonia Kashuk products. I'm putting that all over my lid, taking it down. And then I'm going to use some of that Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C5 to just brighten up that inner corner a little bit more. And then I'm going to put it all over my lid to act as my eyeshadow primer. This is such full coverage. It's really, really good. I always love this concealer, and it's actually what I would use in my makeup kit. I still have a few shades, and then I actually restocked my makeup kit to have different concealers. I'm not one of those makeup artists who needs to have like freaking heart-shaped tape in like for my, if it works and I love it, like these e.l.f. ones, and they're just as good, that's the ones I get. So I did get some e.l.f. ones, and then those, and then I have a whole palette of like foundation concealer. So all right, I'm just gonna set this. And a good one, I don't have a setting powder anymore. It's from the drugstore, but I do love the CoverGirl one. That's the one my sister, I used hers one time and I really, really loved it. So I recommend that one. And the Ben Nye setting powder, those are great. I went and did my eyebrows as well because I don't have any drugstore eyebrow products because I don't really like any. Haven't really tried any. I don't know, they're always like too reddish or too dark, or just they don't work out. The one I do love is from NYX, and that's their micro pencils or something, micro eyebrow pencils. I don't know. I love those. I used that one for like ever a few years ago, but I don't have one on me, so just did my eyebrows off camera. And then today I think we're gonna go in with the Maverick Revlon ColorStay Looks Book palette. It says Maverick Revel. So it's this, and it's just warm tones, perfect for fall. I love it, and we're gonna try this one out. So I think first we're gonna go in with that like orangey shade right here, and I'm gonna take that into my crease using this super fluffy brush. And I'm gonna use that as my, you know, crease color. Oh wow, it's very pigmented, which I feel like, you know, with all these makeup brands coming out, all these big brands like Revlon and CoverGirl and Estee Lauder and all these other, like, they really need to step up their game because there's a lot of brands coming out with amazing products and they're not super, super expensive, like, you know, Tom Ford or anything like that. And I think it really puts the pressure on them to make sure their shit is good, because back in the day, I would never think of buying an eyeshadow palette from the drugstore because they just were not good. In my opinion, they were not good, and I didn't like them. That's super, super pretty. Love that. And then we're gonna go ahead and deepen it up. Anyways, I'm gonna take a smaller little blending brush. Where is it? A little bit, this pointed blending brush from Sigma. It is the Small Tapered Blending E45. And I'm going to go ahead and dip it into, like, these look super similar, but they're like a tad, you know, one's a little bit lighter, one's a little bit darker. So I'm gonna take this one and kind of start deepening everything up slowly. I feel like they could have taken this shade out though and put something different. Something less orangey or warm, or I don't know, another brown. I think that would have been good. And then now I'm gonna take this really little blending brush and I'm going to dip it into this like reddish brown color. I think maybe we'll do like a cut crease or something to it. And I'm gonna just really define that eyelid or that crease with this. It's a really pretty color though. Really, really love it. And then I'm gonna bring it all the way in to the inner corner. I'm gonna go in with my my fluffy brush and just kind of blend all that out real quick. And then I'm gonna go in with this pencil brush from Morphe, is M431. I'm gonna go into that dark, dark brown color. And I'm gonna take it into the corner, that V first, that outer V. And then if I want to, I'll just bring it in a little bit more. Ooh. I'm gonna use that thin blending brush to blend it out because I don't want it too blended out. Just enough to where it's nice and seamless. So pretty. I'm actually gonna pack it on a little bit more because I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for the dramatics today. Just gonna blend that out like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do a cut crease. I'm debating right now whether to do glitter or just a you know, matte smoky eye, but I think I'm probably gonna go with glitter. So I'm gonna use that same e.l.f. Camo concealer to cut the crease. And I'm taking this small little concealer brush. It's from Morphe, the M421. It's my favorite little concealer brush, especially whenever I want to do a cut crease. And I'm going to use it to just carve it out. It's been a minute since I've done a cut crease, I'm gonna tell you that. So when I picked up that palette, I also picked up this e.l.f. Mad for Matte Nude Mood palette because it just had all like the pretty nude colors. So I'm gonna use that like creamy color and mix it with this more like tanny color to just set that eyelid really quick. And then I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Glitter Shadow in the shade number 2. It's like a rose gold type of color. And I'm just gonna kind of scrape off the glitter with this pen, this brush right here. Synthetic like eyeshadow brush. And I'm just gonna kind of spread it on. Usually I'm very like sparing with this, like I use it sparingly to make sure that it's more of like a wet sheen kind of look versus total glitter, but today I'm just going for it like I said. Okay, so to just blend everything, I'm taking another pencil brush. I'm digging into that dark brown color that's in the Rimmel palette, and I'm just patting it like on top of that and slowly like blending it inwards, but not taking it all the way to the center of the crease. So I want this to be really deep and blended. And then I'm just gonna go into that, those orangey brown shades, and I'm gonna take that into the lower lash line. Probably not gonna go as deep here because I don't want it too smoky. And then I'm gonna go into like that reddish brown and put that in the outer corner just to deepen it up, like so. And I think when I take this angled brush, dip it into that dark brown color and just kind of lightly line my eyes with it, just to add a little bit of liner and make my lashes look a little bit thicker. Like that, so they don't look so bare, but I don't want to do a wing. Okay, so I put on some mascara. I used the Makeup Revolution, it says the Mascara Revolution. And I actually really like it. I've used it already before, and I did like how it looked on my lashes. It makes like them look nice and thick. I wouldn't say it's like the most elongating, but I prefer thickness over like super spidery like leg kind of lashes. So now we're gonna go into this Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Illuminator in the shade Molten Gold, which I feel like is such a cult favorite. I remember when it came out, everyone loved it. It's such a blinding highlighter, such good quality. And I'm just gonna use that for my highlight. This is probably like the most, like this is just such a good highlight. I love it. Look at that. And then I am trying out the Cheek Heat liquid or gel cream blush from Maybelline in the shade Coral Ember. I really love liquid or gel blushes, cream blushes, anything like that. So I wanted to try one out, and this is the one I chose. Hopefully it turns out good. Never tried any of these kind before. Squeezing a little bit on, so it looks like this. Really cute packaging, honestly. Then I'm gonna take my Duo Fiber brush and like just, I'm gonna put that on the tops of my cheeks and then just kind of blend it out. And I always do this part kind of like last because it just blends in my contour and my highlight all together. Okay, and then now for the lips, we're gonna be using the NYX lip liner in the shade Natural. This is like my all-time like oldie goodie. Love it. It never does me wrong. Haven't used it in a minute, but I love it. It's such a good color. Love this color. And then we're gonna go in with the CoverGirl Outlast Ultimatte liquid lipstick in the shade Cafe Latte. Cafe Latte. It's a really cool nude. Hopefully it actually looks good. So, whoa, that is very like yellowy nude. It's not very pigmented, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I don't think I like that at all. It's very yellowy. I don't like it. So I picked up this other one from Wet n Wild. It's the Skinny Dippin' lipstick. I'm gonna go over it. Let's see if that fucking helps. Well, actually, I don't know. It kind of looks good now. Let me see if I can fix this, because actually it might be okay. And this one's very pink and I didn't want that. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I actually did fix the lips just because it was just too yellowy. Very drying, pigment sucked, so I wouldn't recommend that product. But I did go in with the CoverGirl cream lipstick in the shade Tempting Toffee, and I think that looks really, really good. So fixed it, and I think the look looks so good. Very fall and very glam, but yeah, put on lashes. Haven't put on lashes, I don't know, since like January maybe. I just don't wear lashes anymore. But I love this look, and I love that it's all drugstore, basically, anyways. So if you like this look, remember to hit like, subscribe to my channel, and leave some comments down below. What products do you love from the drugstore? Definitely about the contour and bronzing cream, anything like that that you really, really love, because I would love to find a nice drugstore product for that. And yeah, I think that's it. Everything I use will be linked down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you have any suggestions, any requests, go ahead and comment down below. And yeah,